Mick, we're just over 5 weeks away from the first Breeze Up sale, which is the Craven sale, and you have 6 horses ready to go to the Craven sale. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, we've 4 colts and 2 fillies. We have Memphis colt, Untitled Chapter colt, both of them are pretty sharp. Very nice no-name never colt, and SIYOUNI colt. And then we have SIYOUNI colt's half brother to Group 2 winner, Mississippi, and 2 fillies, an OASIS Dream filly and Ardad filly. The
2 that I really liked, they're all beautiful, but it was the No Nay Never and the OASIS Dream filly. They're 2 beauties, aren't they?
Yeah, the 2 very nice fillies. Both came out of book 1 in Newmarket, so yeah, hopefully they go well.
Tell us a little bit about this lad on having a little rest.
Yeah, this is a Wooden Basset colt I bought in France last August, and he'll head back to Arcana in May. Very nice horse. As you see, he's a great temperament, and no, very happy. Right.
You like these Wooden Bassets?
They're very popular, and if they're all like him, like he's just a wonderful temperament. He's just a lovely horse to go anywhere with.
And in terms of you mentioned he's going to go back to France, Mick. When do you have to make that decision, and what makes you make the decision in terms of the sale that they're going to go to?
There's a combination of things. Well, like we bought him in France, you got the French premium, so like that would be one indication. But just the more precocious horses will go to the earlier sales, and then obviously the bigger. Your bigger horses can go to the Arcana, because Arcana will be more into back-end 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. So you would see a lot of the bigger horses will go there, whereas your earlier precocious will go to Craven, Doncaster, things like that.
And then going back to when you buy these as yearlings, then what are you looking for the most? Obviously the sires and the physical.
You'd have your list done, you know, your short list done before you get there. That's the homework is done. But then when you look at the physical, obviously you want a, you know, correct horse, well balanced, good walking horse, and I love a good hip on a horse. Especially, you know, for the flat game, you need a good hip for speed. That's where the power comes from.
And then you bring them home, you break them, and you don't have a huge window in terms of to get them ready then. So what about the horses that are a little slow? Does there ever be panic stations in terms of?
You'd have to work. Not all horses will come to hand, so they would suit the later sales. You know, your guineas or your gorge would sale. You know, you have roughly kind of 6 months when you buy them to turning back. An average of 6 months.
And you've a large range, a mix of sires here, and I take it that's very important then.
Oh yeah, it's a bit for everyone. But we're looking at first season, so we'd always buy a couple of first season sires, and this year we have 3 that we like. We've a Colorado Glory colt, goes to Doncaster. He seems to be pretty fast. We have a proper filly for Doncaster. Again, she's sharp. And we have a couple of Ardads that I think are pretty nice. One goes to the Craven. I think she's a nice filly.
You're in a beautiful part of the country here in Ardmore, County Waterford, and you've lovely yard here where it's based, very quiet, so it's good and nice and relaxing for the horses, and you have a sand gallop and a wood chip as well.
Yeah, sunny southeast, just not as sunny today. It's very peaceful. We have we've 2 gallops. They're normal than the gallops for us. We have 3 furlong wood, or 3 furlong sand gallop, and then we have a 4.5 furlong wood chip gallop for the breeding.
And then you don't bring them away to breeze them on grass then?
No,
you stick to your wood chip?
We do a lot of camping on grass, especially in the autumn, and before it gets very wet, we do a lot of camping on grass. And the only days away we go to the beach. We go to the beach quite a lot. We're very lucky, we have 7 beaches within a mile and a half of the yard, so for days out in the afternoon we bring them off to the beach.
And it's something that you've always done is just, he's after biting my leg. It's something that you've always done is breeze them on wood chip then, so I suppose if it's worked for you, there's no point in changing it.
That's what I used to do, to use breeze and wood chip, so I just stuck to that.
It's just preference, everybody's different on how they do it.
Everyone is different, yeah.
And I seen this morning, you weigh your horses once a week.
Yeah, Friday morning is weigh morning. That stems from my, I do a bit of pre-training for Henry de Bromhead and Willie Mullins, and they're very much into weighing their horses, so that's what I do. But it's another key, it's another tool that helps you along the way. See, the colts, interesting this year, they're averaging, they gain about 6 kgs a week, and the fillies a little bit less, they're kind of averaging 4 kgs a week.
And in terms of when you brought them home from the sales, then what sort of weight are they putting on before they go back to the breeze up then?
Oh, they'd be long would be putting on maybe 60 kgs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah. It's over 6 months. They've grown a lot since then, you know.
Yeah.
So they would be putting on 60 kgs or maybe a bit more with it.
You have a good team of staff here as well with you, Mick, and obviously Sarah, your wife, is a huge part of the operation.
She's the hardest working member of the team. And I'm not saying that jokingly, she is. She does all the mucking out and everything. She does all the heavy work. Yeah, a very good team. Probably our best team of riders we've ever had. Some very good riders there this year, right? So a happy team. And big. Don't you think about me now? But no, we're very lucky. Team are very, very important. Very, very important to have a team. Especially with so many young horses, you need a very good team.
And you always have a few spare stables for anybody who wants horses pre-trained either. It's not just the breeze ups.
We don't have any spare stables at the moment, we're full.
Well, that's a good thing.
But we do a good bit of pre-training. We have 24 breezers and there's 25, 26 pre-training stuff.
It keeps you busy then when you don't have the breezers then.
Yeah, we're very lucky that way.
Good. Well, listen, Mick, thanks very much for having me this morning. It's a fabulous place. Your horses look brilliant, and very best of luck with those first horses on the Craven and with the rest of them throughout the season.
Thank you very much, Davey. Great pleasure to have you.